Yo, yo, yo. I am here finally. 15 minutes late. Although I guess 5:15 is more of... That's when the stream starts, not when it officially starts. That makes sense. It's having a lot of problems with getting my camera set up. Stupid camera software. That, makes it so I can use my phone as a camera and connect it to my PC. I had to pay money for it too, which feels like a crime. Oh, that was all the way back in 2019. Maybe 2020. Oh shoot, did I leave my water? Hold up, I left my water. Not at my desk. Okay, water acquired. Stream starting for real this time. Let me get that stream starting soon text off screen. And let me get my face on screen. Wrong way. There we go. I can actually probably back up a little bit. I'm gonna continue obsessing about... Oh. Actually... I need to move more this way. Okay, there we go. Ah. Man. Now I'm having weird green screen stuff with this. Hold up. That is not really better. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. The lighting, oh, it's probably because the lighting isn't, like, good. My lights aren't pointed in the right spots. Okay. That probably helps. Yeah, that looked good. Okay. Sorry, these are all things I would normally have already set up with for stream, but not today because camera software decided I needed to restart my PC to use it. And let me just check to make sure. Yeah, okay, cool. Yesterday I somehow accidentally turned myself down on my stream computer. Gouge, however that's pronounced. It's a goofy thing, I guess. Not really a Disney guy. Yo, what's up, Dieter? I hope that I pronounced that right. I am just starting stream. Was running a bit late. Actually, I can remove this message now. Or unpin it, I guess. Ugh. About to start day 4 of hardcore attempts of the Sunshine Run. The hardcore Sunshine Run, that is. I am hoping I can finish it today. Although I still have one more day to do it, according to the rules of the challenge. I feel like there's something I'm forgetting, but... We're starting, but I don't know what that would actually be. Oh, I think I'm good. Okay, I guess I'll... Oh! Input display, that's what it is. I remembered. Input display. Started doing that now for the whenever I'm on emulator. Because when I drop a spin put, I can prove if it's cope or not that it got dropped. Okay, why is OBS not picking up the display? That's weird. It like didn't save how I set it up yesterday. Okay, that looks good enough. Kind of doesn't look great, but you know, whatever. Good enough. All right, time to get into these runs. Is for the first like 5-ish minutes gonna look a lot like a normal Sunshine speedrun, but instead of going to Bianco. Okay, wait, hold on. Is there a line? What is causing that line? Is that... Oh, I think I know what that is, actually. I think it's chat, the chat box, right? No, what is causing that line? Not face cam. It is chat. Okay, why is it... Okay, I'll just cut that off. Okay, there we go. Now, I don't know if that line even came across on stream, but because it was like literally 1 pixel, but I could see it on my second monitor. Guess it's not looking too much like a speedrun right now. Well, it's looking like an Angry Max speedrun. Storming today. I felt my house shake. Maybe a truck went by or something. Hope it's not an earthquake. That'd kind of suck. But yeah, I will be using the fast forward key here, just because there's a lot of places where I can speed up the gameplay by using it, or not the gameplay, but yeah. So I like didn't warm up. I didn't get a chance to today, so I'm playing like a complete noob. Also, I'm up here to avoid like the risk of taking damage down there, because one of the rules of hardcore is that damage is permanent. It lasts in between levels like it does in Super Mario 64, and I also cannot replenish my health if I lose it. So if I pick up a coin, it does nothing. It's modded to be that way. That is one of the many rules of this challenge. Furthermore, no voluntary refills of blood. You'll see I just used flood right there. I'm going to respawn here, back with a full tank. That's non-voluntary. I don't count that anyways. Yeah. I only get 1 life at this, so if I die, I have to restart the entire run. Did the weird thing there. I like bonk on him, but don't. And now I'm new-powering it up. Okay, we're gonna get Shadow Mario to go into the Bianco M portal here. We're actually not going to Bianco though. We're gonna start in Serena. Also, fun fact, Shadow Mario just keeps going. His particles don't stop in the statue like they should. It took me until like 2 weeks to realize that that's a thing in this game, so I think it was a safe bet by the developers to just kind of not care about that. Very strange thing. Okay, so we're starting in Serena, like I said. In order to start in Serena, we're going to be doing a glitch. By throwing the banana at a specific time while running down this roof. You can clip underneath and then get into the Serena loading zone. It's still there even when the pineapple is inside the pipe. And as soon as I clip, I will re-chat. I just can't get a hold of this clip. I don't know why. It's objectively easier than GBS, and like GBS is like so ingrained in my muscle memory. I got it first try after not playing this game for a few months. But clipping into Serena is like, Serena whenever is a difficulty for me. That was weird. I like grabbed the fruit, but then ungrabbed it and was facing 180 degrees. I just can't get a hold of this clip, man. So while I'm trying to do this, I guess explain why I'm starting at Serena. There we go. Okay, I'm starting Serena because since damage is permanent, is there any codes that would be allowed? So the hardcore mod itself is like an action, or it's not action replace Gecko code, which is basically the same thing. And I of course have like the widescreen code on. I have the cutscene skip code on. What else do I have? Let me think. I think I have like 1 or 2 other codes on. Like, oh yeah, I have like a no water reflections code. That one is more of a quality thing because like the water reflections don't scale up to like the widescreen 1080p. So everything is 1080p, then you look at the water and it's super pixely, and I think that looks like fundamentally. So that's why I have that off. Stuff like that. All very visual stuff. So I don't have any codes on like that. However, anyone who wants to attempt this challenge, I'm not gonna, you know, police what's a real attempt at hardcore or not. I thought that guy was gonna go for me, I don't know why. Like I said, I'm kind of not warmed up today. I'm like kind of not in it. I'm not awake yet. Taking 1 damage in Serena 1 is actually kind of expected though. We would like to not take any, of course, but this level, taking 1 damage is acceptable. If I take 2, I'm just gonna reset the run, honestly. So yeah, so you're probably you might be wondering why I'm playing this so slow. It's for water conservation. Spam spraying, which is like, if you watch a speedrun, is used in this level a lot. It's used everywhere in the game. We kind of do like the shotgun blast of water. Spam spraying uses up a lot of water at once, and since voluntary flood refills are not allowed, and there are no involuntary flood refills in this level, I am not allowed to basically run out of flood here, otherwise I have to restart the level. And as far as I'm aware, it's not possible to not run out of water if you use like the normal speedrun strats here. Like in a speedrun, you'll see they stop to refill water. I guess, I'm part of the speedrun community of this game. I kind of haven't done recently, but plan on getting back into it. Honestly, probably after I'm done with hardcore, so that's in like 2 days. I'm of course going to be doing Super Duke Sunshine as well, which is a Kaizo SMS hack by King. Very excited for that. Kaizo is... I just love the idea of making Kaizo content. Yeah, but like comfortably ended there with like half a tank, but using that strat before, I've ended with much less water than that. So it's very, very tough. Oh yeah, and also, I forgot to do it here, now I'm doing it. I'm allowed to fast forward, which is something that's built into Dolphin Emulator. Not a Gecko Cub. I don't use it for gameplay, just because I have to like take a hand off my controller to do that, and also I don't want to play the game at 2 times speed. However, right, I can't roll out over the ledge. I'll take a point of fall damage. I was gonna say however to something, but I don't remember what that was. Something about fast forward button. I'm allowed to use it for like, I'm allowing myself to use it in between like cutscenes and stuff, but not in normal gameplay. I wouldn't want to use in normal gameplay either because all my muscle memory isn't in 2x speed. So I only have to do this clip 4 times. I'm not going to finish Serena here. The routing doesn't call for finishing Serena. I don't know why, I just don't grasp this clip. Maybe I just need to, like, cone in. Okay, well, that helped. Maybe it has to do with, like, streaming. Maybe I should, whenever I'm doing that clip, I should, like, concentrate. Not think about that I'm messing up the clip in front of people watching the game, and just do it. I don't actually know if hover sliding at the beginning there is faster. Excuse me. That's a spam spray, by the way. For anyone who may not be, you know, inclined about the Sunshine speedrun. Let's drop this spin put. I hope to not be dropping any more of those today. I lost 2 very good runs yesterday to drop spin puts. Which just means, like, I spun the control stick and either messed up spinning for a spin jump or something else happened that made it not work. It's like ingrained into me to go from the speedrun movement here. And I, like, halfway through it, I was like, wait, no, I shouldn't, I should be playing this slow. This is hardcore. And, instead of just jumping off here, we want to carefully slide down the wall to avoid taking fall damage. Depending on where you land on this gear, you don't take fall damage, but, I'd rather just play it safely. In fact, sandblocks are one of very few things Mario can grab out of a spin jump, I think. I think I'm remembering that fact correctly. Like, normally Mario cannot ledge grab out of the spin jump. But sandblocks, for some reason, he can. I think it has to do with... Sandblocks have, like, a weird thing that, like, changes state when he touches them, and that's what it has to do with. Okay, so we are rushing to get 20 shines here so that we can get into Noki, because with the permanent damage, I'm gonna do this clip real quick. Okay, that felt like that should. Maybe it was a bit early. Nope. Nope. Grab the banana? Question mark? That, even if I threw that, that would have been bad, I think. Very tough clip for me. I'll get it eventually. I mean, I've already gotten it twice today. Please. Please. Sergeant Williams, bless me, please. I can't believe I'm messing up this badly today on this. Like, this is even worse than yesterday and worse than the day before. Okay, well, that banana despawned. We're just gonna go into Bianco. We're gonna do a Bianco level, then come back and try that again. I'm having even more trouble than I have been the previous days with that clip today, so... kind of unfortunate. Anyways, the goal is to get to 20 shines as fast as possible. Or not as fast as possible, but as soon as we get to 20 shines, we want to move into Noki. By the way, you might be seeing me take some slightly different movement here. That's just to not risk either refilling Flood or taking damage. And we want to get to Noki as... Oh, that didn't... That's weird. We want to get to Noki as fast as possible because of the eel. In the eel, your max underwater air points actually correlates to your max HP. So if we went to eel, we could only have 7 air points instead of the full 8. And that makes it... The more hit points we lose, the harder eel gets. So we want to get to Noki as fast as possible. And while getting to Noki, while riding to Noki as soon as possible, we also want to be keeping in mind to not do levels. Keep a balance between doing levels that risk flat out dying. I would rather get all the most risky levels out of the way early in the run so that I don't, choke on a risky level later in the run. That's why I went for Serena 2 and I want to go for Serena 4. Because I see those both as very risky levels to die in. But we also want to balance not going into levels that risk taking a lot of damage. So Manta is a level that risks taking a lot of damage, but I see Noki 2 and Noki 4, or not Noki, Serena 2 and Serena 4 as levels that so much flat out risk dying that I'm okay taking the risk of Manta early on. If any of that makes sense. Okay, now we will reattempt the Serena 1 ever clip. So yeah, there's a few things going on with the routing here in the beginning. Some pretty interesting stuff. One thing I do want to also mention, one of the rules for this run is no major skips. I define a major skip as skipping a Shine Sprite through unintended means. Skipping Bianca 1 is not unintended, that is intended, so that is not a major skip. Dear Lord. I could probably make a compilation of just me failing this clip, and it'd be like 10 minutes long. Half of it would be from today. I think I threw it too late right there. Maybe too early? I'm actually not sure. Again, not sure what went wrong with that one. Maybe my angle was bad? Oh, no, that's actually a concept with this clip, though. Dear Lord, please let me into Serena, just please. Guys, I'm, if anyone wonders why I'm called Angry Max, it's because of this day. Dunking on a grabbable object. I let 2 bananas despawn before getting the clip. I think this is the worst I've ever done at doing Serena whenever. It's actually kind of wild. You know, it kind of just dawned on me. By the way, you saw that routing there to avoid hitting the sprinkler and also avoid taking damage from those blue Sambo heads, I believe they're called in the game. I don't know what their actual name is. Like, they're like blue pokey heads. Like slightly behind cycle here. That's fine though. But yeah, that was the cost of being slightly behind cycle, I guess. Excuse me. Still recovering from having COVID, so I'm gonna be coughing a bit throughout the stream. Interesting thought. Pinna is part of my routing for pre-Noki, so I'm wondering if it's better. Like, it almost to me seems like going for early Serena is actually kind of unnecessary, the more I think about it. Because Pinna is part of my pre-Noki routing anyways. So I can just move Serena down a little bit. Although, a big reason of why I want to do Serena early has to do with because I'm just not super comfortable with Serena. Especially in emulator. Yo, what's up, Steven? Yeah, It's certainly a test of patience with hardcore. I'm gonna hang super far right here to avoid spawning the wind guy because I messed up my... To avoid getting hit by the wind guy right here, which I would have gotten hit right there because I messed up my... What's it called? I can't think of the name of the movement tech. The Y-turn hover thing. Glitchy wall kick hover. GWH. Might as well do travel skip here. No reason not to. Speeds the whole process up. Yeah, I don't use 3D All-Stars because it's harder to mod for. And hardcore is partially a mod. What am I doing? I don't know why I came back over here. I also just, I haven't messed with modding 3D All-Stars at all. I don't know what the process of that is like. I don't even know if it can run on Dolphin. And my Switch isn't modded either, and I don't want to mod my Switch, because it's my only Switch. I'm so sure you don't refill water by going under that, but I still avoid it. I'm also like completely wasting a bunch of water here. So this level, we're expecting to take a point of damage here. 1 point of damage is okay to take here in Bianca 5. I am clearing the spots where the little piranha guys normally spawn because they are a nuisance to deal with during the fight. I always miss this one over here, so we'll see if I got that one. Whoa. That was weird. I feel like there's another thing, like another reason I don't use 3D All-Stars. Oh, yeah. 3D All-Stars also lags, like, more than emulator does for me. So, like, especially in the plaza, which is also the level you're in the most of the entire game. Okay, I completely missed this guy. I can deal with him luckily, though. It also just it requires like some level of research, I think. I think when 3D All Stars first came out, I did like kind of look into modding it. I thought my water would take care of that guy. This is sloppy. It's actually amazing how much the Goombas, like, of a problem they pose when you can't just, like, hover and jump on them. Actually, I can. I'm above half. I think I looked into it, but that's also when I first started trying to, like, mod this game and stuff, so... But in general, like, all the modding tools for Super Mario Sunshine are for this version of the game. Or for the original versions of the game, I should say. There also is the issue of input latency. While it does exist here on Dolphin, it of course exists on the Switch. Although I guess, like, maybe it's possible to emulate 3D All-Stars, is by what you're saying, like, on Dolphin. I honestly wouldn't know, though. Oh, so we did take 1 point of damage. It was a disappointing one. I felt like that Swoop and Stew, Gooba, Goomy, whatever you want to call it, should have been killed. But alas, I have 2 points of damage. Okay, so this is the last level in Bianca we're gonna do for now. You know what? I kind of am having a bit of a mental shift about going to Noki as soon as I have... Excuse me. As soon as I have 20 shines. Because there's often... It kind of just slows the game down. And doesn't, like, really avoid too much risk. If that makes sense. Oh my god, I just remembered. I had, like... a nightmare last night about playing hardcore. About this level, like falling in the water. That's how you know you've been doing something too much. Oh, very interesting. Okay. I speedrun the beginning part of this level because it feels more comfortable that way, but this part of the level I don't, because specifically the momentum spin jump here, I like, especially with how much spin jumps I've been dropping in this challenge, and it's like been failing runs, I don't feel comfortable going for a momentum spin jump. And I often fail momentum spin jumps more than normal ones. Not only because they're harder, but also, like, it makes you feel like you have to rush the input, when it's actually not always the case. The spin put, that is. Which, means it gets sloppy. Ugh, I don't like the cycle I'm on right now. Okay. Nice and slow, but that's how it goes. Is the... So I'm guessing the, like, lazy texture loading that 3D All-Stars does, that's on the, like, emulator side. similar to like Dolphin. I guess that is what lazy texture loading is. Yeah, so I'm just gonna do this level, even though this will mean I'll come out of... Well, actually, it would be Pinna before, but now it's gonna be Serena. I'm gonna come out of Serena with 22 shines. Something to consider there. I'll actually come out of Pinna with 20, because I've already done 2 shines in Serena. I will see. Gotta go around to the sprinklers here. Nice, okay. It could be interesting looking into, like, trying to use the 3D All-Stars version, though. Because there are some inconveniences with, like, the widescreen hack in this game. For instance, I'm not going to show you guys because it's really annoying, but if I ever pause the game, and sometimes I just forget because, like, it's just pausing the game. If I pause the game and on pause, you actually saw them just now. Those, like, stars that go to the top left corner of the screen in the top right, they'll, like, stay there. They won't disappear. Also, I would like to go to Pinna, but I don't have Gelato unlocked, so I can't go to Pinna yet. Interesting. Well, let me just do Gelato one. Oh wait, no, that means I go to Pinna. I'm just gonna do Pinna. Yeah, one of my first runs of Hardcore 2.0, I saved Pianta Village for last, and I don't want to do that again. Saving Pianta Village, oh no, they're not fixing it, that's good. Saving Pianta Village for last is like throwing. I don't have nearly enough height. I don't think I got the momentum spin jump off the building. Not that fetch entry at all matters for Hardcore Run. The only thing though is I'd be leaving... I actually wonder if Gecko codes would work. I assume the addresses are probably kind of... Right, I can't do the search. I'm not on GP. Really? That sucks. Taking damage right there. Like... It really felt like I should have grabbed onto the tail right there. I think there's some inconsistent grabbing rules in this game, with like fruit versus chain chocolates, for instance, and I need to like kind of learn them. Because like fruit, you can just like hold the B button. I'm kind of wondering if that's not the case with chain chocolates and chain chomp. Interesting. So, okay, so with the widescreen hack then, is that baked into the ROM of 3D All-Stars Sunshine? Or is that like a type of like Gecko Code patch thing? Because I would assume some memory addresses would get like pushed around if they actually like baked anything into the game, because that's how it works when modding the game, although the tools we use are probably a lot less professional, a lot less not made with the source code of the game, I guess, so... There's that to consider. Also, this run isn't looking very good. But I'm gonna commit to it because I'm kind of deep into it. That's stupid, but you know. Because, like, for instance, I can make a gecko code, and then I can actually, like, patch a gecko code into a ROM using a tool called Gecko Loader by Joshua MK, I think. I haven't done this in a long time because I haven't needed to, but doing that, I think, like, actually, no, it doesn't. What? I was gonna say, doing that, like, kind of pushes some memory addresses around, but I don't think it actually does. Interesting. I haven't used the tool in so long. That used to be how I modded the game until I learned about CKit, which lets you just actually write real code for the game and compile it into the game. We're gonna run to the right here to lose the wood spirits. Well, or we're gonna bonk on air and take damage. I think I'm gonna reset this run. 4 damage already is, like, really bad. So I'm just gonna reset the run. And because I pretty hastily made the code, you know, 2 years ago. I think it was 2 years ago when I did hardcore the first time around. I didn't fix it the second time around. I have to completely restart the game to reset my health. We were 11 shines in. That's not too bad progress to leave on the floor. I think I would have left a lot more progress on the floor if I continued on with that run. Uh-oh. I see that I am frozen here. Give me 1 second to figure out why that is the case. It's not obvious. Okay, should be fixed. Let me get back into frame. Ugh. Okay. That was weird. I remember 1.0 I failed some runs by jumping into that pond. No longer possible with 2.0, but it's a kind of funny thing. Interesting. That might be worth looking into. At the very least, it could be interesting to, like, make a short about it or something. My audio is getting kind of poppy. I hope that's not on the stream end. Interesting. I hope this audio popping isn't like lag frames that I'm just not noticing. I need to get closer. I'm just gonna come down here. It's not risky at all. Interesting. That's actually really bizarre. I think I'm still not awake with this game today. It's interesting they go through that effort to like blink them all out. Yeah, I'm just gonna start with Bianca, I think. Because they don't like take like a crazy amount of space, but I guess there's like 2 other games on the in the pack. Oops. Audio is still being kind of weird. So let me see if I can fix that. Yeah, might lose audio here for a second. Okay, let me see. Okay, good. Audio is still going to the stream setup. Okay. Well, that's an interesting thing I never noticed with my mod. even when you don't have any HP damage taken, the coins still make the HP replenishing sound. Curious. That's crazy. Also, just like whipped my head with PD unintentionally. I was just like being emotive to the fact that I didn't fill him up all the way. Saying that. Part of me wonders if 3D All-Stars is only seen as lazy because of the... Okay, well, okay. To be fair, at the beginning, it was very lazy to release Sunshine without GameCube controller support. That just seemed bizarre to me. When Smash has GameCube controller support. What? Where am I? Dude, I'm like so not awake right now. I have not missed that shine spot in probably since I learned the speedrun of this game. I also am dubious about the fact that 64 wasn't widescreen, but in general, I still wonder if 3D All-Stars is seen as lazy because other game collections, and I can't like name them because I think 3D All-Stars is my only game collection I have. Other game collections usually have a lot more effort put into them. Avoid refilling flood there. Honestly, I should just like not spray flood at the beginning or something. It's curious. Because I personally don't regret buying 3D All-Stars. Excuse me. 3D All-Stars actually is what kind of started me getting into Sunshine again. For YouTube and stuff. Like, there's a very real possibility I wouldn't be streaming Sunshine right now if 3D All-Stars didn't come out when it did. Because I've always loved Sunshine. I, like, had a tradition with myself, like, growing up, where I would play Sunshine every summer. play through the game. And I like dabble with like some speedrun stuff every now and then, but it wasn't until 3D All-Stars where I got into modding the game. And because I wanted to learn more about the game for modding and making videos and stuff, I decided to learn the speedrun because I thought that was like a good way to learn about the game. And yeah, and I started doing challenge runs, of course. So 3D All-Stars, I actually have a fond remembrance of it, even if it does have its like problems that even I noticed as like a casual. How am I missing? Because that's too far right. Interesting. Really? People thought it was lazy because it's emulated? Man, my audio is still being kind of weird right now. I'm so hoping this isn't... It's not like this for the stream. It's like a Bluetooth issue or something. Don't have to hang my camera left here like I do on console. I still do it anyways. Oops. Be careful to not hit that. Interesting. Wait, Mario Maker 1 came out in 20... with 3D All-Stars? That doesn't sound right. Probably meant Mario Maker 2. Oh, unless you're saying Mario Maker 1 came out on the 30th anniversary, which does sound right to me. Or just on whatever, like, anniversary they decided to celebrate. I guess you don't have to celebrate only 5 in 5s for anniversaries, but yeah. Excuse me. I do a different movement for this level every time. Ooh. That was interesting. I guess I'll use this for once. I forgot to clear the ground of the guys I don't want to be around. Bars. Oh, that didn't get you? Guess I spread through it. I'm not spam spraying here, like I do the first PD, just because water is much more valuable here. And I do want to stay above the half threshold so I can jump on these guys without spawning water bottles, since water bottles are an obstacle, as they would refill flood, and that would be a technically voluntary refill. I guess technically the better way to describe that rule is no avoidable refills. I didn't think I was far right enough for him to turn and start inhaling. I see. Okay, yeah. I misunderstood that at first. Yeah, Mario Maker 1 was crazy. I never got it, but I've watched a lot of it when I was a young one. It's so funny that the like inhale sound continues. True. Actually, yeah, that is kind of funny to think about that. Fans who don't have access to the source code of 64 were able to reverse engineer the game to get the source code and make a port. But Nintendo, who has access to the source code of 64, didn't want to make a port. It's kind of funny to think about in that context. Okay. This is actually, right now, this is just a normal speedrun. Oh, that changes as soon as I unlock Gelato. So I'm not actually going into Gelato, I'm going to be going into Bianca. So the new route is this. Bianco 1 through 5, obviously. Then Pianta 1 through, yeah, also 1 through 5. Then I'm going to do Pinna 1 through 6. And then Serena 1 through 4, and I'll exit Serena with 22 shines. And then I go do Noki. Then from there, the routing doesn't look super good. I'm probably just gonna clean after that. I'm probably gonna clean up in the levels that I still have to go back to, and then do Gelato and such, the levels I wouldn't have touched at that point. I blame that on lag. I like had the movement there, but I swear, like had a frame skip. So I pressed the A button like too early. I promise. I'm not coping. Excuse me. Hope that's not too loud. Although I do have a limiter, so like, it would be actually very strange if the coughing was too loud. Although maybe I'm not talking loud enough in general. Oh, it's like a compressor. I don't know. I like wasn't looking at the game there for like solid 15 seconds. I was looking, I wasn't seeing though, I guess. Is the what I really meant there. Completely messed up the direction there. True, I was really hoping there'd be more in terms of extras. There was. The music was cool, I guess. Might be wrong on this, but with 3D All-Stars, that might have been the first time we got to hear the like intro demo music without the there's like a cutscene if you stay on the title screen without pressing the A button, a demo cutscene. That might have been the first time we got like a clean rip of that music that wasn't from like Space World 2000 and also didn't have like Mario Yahoos and stuff on it, but I actually don't know if that's really the case. I just know that music doesn't exist in the game. Well, I'm pretty sure that music doesn't exist in the game files. I guess I haven't specifically looked for it. Yeah, no Galaxy 2. I'm gonna be honest. I was like really super expecting Galaxy 2 to either be DLC or an update. To like... Well, I was gonna say to like bolster sales, but I guess... Thinking about that now, it was only a limited run on the game, so I guess that wouldn't make sense. Honestly, the limited run thing is the stupidest part about 3D All-Stars. That's the thing that got me, like, kind of iffy on it, back then. I also was hearing rumors of a Sunshine remake, not like a re-release, so I was like slightly disappointed then. However, okay. I didn't realize how bad the collision on this. I knew it was bad. I didn't realize it was this bad. Holy. I just took damage to this collision twice. I guess the strat... Wait, is it bad for this one? It is! I guess the strat is just to keep going this way or something. Or just to be prepared to turn super wide like that, but I don't know. That sucks. Jeez. Wow. This is why Sunshine needs a remake. Stuff like this. Pianta Village is honestly the biggest offender of, like, just off collision. Well... Pinna Park has some pretty janky stuff. But it's not really, like, collision issues in Pinna, though. It's more like... Well, it is collision issues, but it's not... in the same way. It's more to do with like stuff in motion with Pinna Park, where it starts to get janky. I want to aim more like this way. Be careful about where I land. Don't want to bonk. Good. If you bonk, you will fall off into the goop there. And falling off into the goop would just be a run reset, because you're at minimum taking like 3 damage, 2 if you're lucky. Honestly, I kind of want to go back and play Galaxy 2. I've been, really, ever since 3D All-Stars came out, I've been slowly playing through both 64 and Galaxy. Like, if I'll just randomly be like, you know, I'm going to get like a star or 2 in either of those games. I still haven't beaten either of them. I could beat Galaxy, I think, though. Like, I could go to Bowser, I think. They're not like high on my priority like games to play. Right now, casually, I'm playing through. Oh, oh wow, knowing how bad this collision here actually answers so much of my questions about the water slide here. Okay, that's interesting. But yeah, casually I've been playing through Red Dead Redemption 2. PC can like really handle that game. I don't have like a console that plays it. True. Yeah, it's a cruel irony that it did age better with time, especially like with especially with that's why you're not supposed to dive while going into this pipe. I think a bonking like does something with your speed, like downward velocity. I don't know. That might be BS. But anyways, got the jump. Slaying the max jump. Someone else is probably just going for that jump, but I see literally no one else ever go for it. It's super cool to keep your full water speed. Also, I need to. Okay, well, I did it the janky way. Tried not to. Yeah, especially 3D All-Stars. I think the biggest part of why it aged well is because they had GameCube controller support, at least for me. Because obviously Sunshine is my favorite part about 3D All-Stars. I like Galaxy enough, but I'm not like actually a huge Galaxy fan. I think it's a bit too slow of a game in terms of movement. I like 3D platformers for the movement. Although, that said, I have to slay this. That said, I do really love Galaxy. It's just... it's not a game I would speedrun, for instance. Look. I know if I talked to him right now and he threw me, I would make it. But I'm not confident in myself, in my knowledge to do this. I've like practiced trying to get early cycles once, which would be like getting a throw from like over here in this area. So I'm just gonna wait. Like almost nothing with Sonic age as well. Maybe except the 2D games? Not that I want to batch Sonic, obviously. I think I've heard a sentiment that Sonic 1 hasn't aged especially well. It doesn't have like a spin dash or something. I don't know. I'm not a super like Sonic. Oh, also I don't need to be in Piant anymore. The routing now calls to go to Pinna, so I'm just gonna quit out of the level. Although, why not just finish it? Like, there's no risk of taking damage in this level. There shouldn't be. Like, as long as I'm just careful about, the gear. Also, I know I'm covering the timer. The timer, I promise, isn't actually relevant in this level. Like it is in, Serena 6. I actually can't see the timer either. Oh, I messed up that strat. Whatever. That's actually a really slow. I'm good at safe. That was actually really slow if I was doing it for a speedrun. Although that probably would have been good. Actually, no, it's a 158 sub 2. Never mind. Very true. Oh yeah, especially with the GTA releases. I am so glad. Like a month or two on Steam before the GTA like original trilogy releases came out, I bought the original trilogy and GTA 4 because they're all on sale. I'm so lucky I did that, like, right before that got announced. Because I think those got removed off the store. Maybe they put it back, I don't know. But they got removed off Steam. So I have those games. Just I played through a little bit of GTA 3. It wasn't. Why am I doing my two movement? I haven't really played through them. I kind of played a bit through GTA 3. I was enjoying it. I have an issue though where I'll start playing like games casually and then one day I'll just stop playing them. Not because I wasn't enjoying it or anything. I'll just forget to keep playing it. Or I'll get preoccupied by something else. For instance, editing a video or such. Like if I have a video I want to get out soon, excuse me. Like I've been not playing Red Dead Redemption 2. Again, this is the game I've been playing through in my casual time lately. I've not been playing through that game when I kind of wanted to because I really want to like buckle down and get my next video out. That's insane. It's insane they can just get away with that. I also bought the original like Sonic games on Steam. Before Sonic Origins. It wasn't like right before like it was with the GTA trilogy though. But I also just have those games sitting on my Steam. I planned on playing through them like 2 years ago, but I never got around to it. Oh, with this level, there is a forced refill that happens about halfway through the roller coaster. There's no way to not use flat with rockets. It's this refill right here. That's not really halfway. But yeah, rockets use water for some reason, even though the pink guys who act very similarly don't. Like the pink guys in Bianco. That was a really good one. But yeah, that refill, even if you can technically kill Mecha Bowser before you get to that refill, if you're like perfect with like the speedrun tech. But even going into the cutscene, you still get refilled there, I'm pretty sure. So I'm not worried about it. Also, man, the tries like slightly cut off. See, here's my issue. Is it not there anymore? There was like a bar there before. Oh yeah, it's still there. There's like a tiny little pixel line. It's bothering me. Okay. Tried cropping even less of it off because I cropped like the bottom of chat to get rid of that line, but then chat was kind of getting slightly cut off there. Oh yeah, I remember. I think I watched a video about that at some point. Oh yeah, I watched with Sonic Colors. I watched the Radical Soda video about that. It was kind of funny. I feel like I'm like weirdly, I don't want to say in tune, but I'm weirdly in the know with a lot of Sonic stuff, despite not being like a huge like Sonic person. I guess so it's because I've been interested in trying some of the games. Just haven't got around to them. Also, I also dropped the spin plate right there. Good thing it didn't matter. It's so funny. Excuse me. I had something I wanted to say, but I can't remember it. This isn't what I wanted to say, but meanwhile, with like these like crappy like ports companies are making, wow, that's the same thing I thought about. That's like, these crappy ports. Meanwhile, there's like a dude remaking Portal for N64, like as flawlessly as you can almost expect it to be. I mean, he's not done with it yet, but it's like really good. I played it. I'm a huge fan of him. Strange movement. I know what causes that now, though. Has to do with just like where you land and pressing the hover. It's like you kind of go into the hover state when you land on the grating. I don't know, it's weird. Hard to explain. Oops. That's almost bad. I need to check what's going on with my PC right now. I don't know. I don't know if these audio pops are coming through, but they're really annoying me. Might lose audio here for a second. Okay, let me check to make sure audio is still coming through. It is. I'm getting like a bunch of pops and crackles. I wasn't getting this yesterday. Still getting it. Whatever. Guess I'll just deal with it. Might be something I have to just restart my computer for. It almost certainly has to do with voice meter, but I've done everything I can to troubleshoot that. By the way, we are going up to Pinna 6 here. I'm gonna just do Pinna 7 just because I'm no longer in the school that I need to get to Noki as soon as humanly possible. As long as I'm not doing levels that risk taking damage, like, unnecessarily. Which, honestly, Pinna 7, actually. You could, excuse me, you could make an argument that Pinna 7 is, like, risking taking damage unnecessarily. Also here, by the way, I'm doing it the slow and boring way. Let's see, maybe I can do 2. Yeah, I can do 2 here. Excuse me. Okay. Yeah, it's not that risky going for like 3 cycles here. Honestly, I could probably manage a 2 cycle. Wake up 2, then wake up 3. They'll probably want to do 3 before 2 because of they technically get harder to kill after the first 3, I think. Maybe it's after the first 2. I don't know. They like come out of the sand faster or something. It's actually irrelevant to speedrunning though, so. Because you're usually going so fast anyways. Here's a level 2 days ago I forgot about. Or maybe it was yesterday. Actually, it was yesterday, I forgot about it. During the first run yesterday, I forgot Pin of 5 exists. Because you just skip this level in speedruns, using early Yoshi go around. It's actually kind of crazy. I'm so 80% pilled. To a fault. To be fair, there's not a lot of other Sunshine people who are willing to do challenge runs. Also, I don't... I'm like going the really slow way. See, I don't know the official route here, but I actually kind of do. I know what you're supposed to do, sort of, kind of. You're supposed to kind of do a pin of 3 movement to get up here, kind of, sort of. And then you can just hover through because they forgot to add, like, entity collision to that for some reason, to push you away. Or maybe I shouldn't say forgot, because this game was rushed, obviously. I'm not gonna make that one. Easy. Huh, that makes a metal collision sound. I didn't know that. Very interesting. And the fact that the collision there kind of sucks too. And the fact that we know that very late into the game's development, the Ferris wheel's color was at least changed, so the rest of the Ferris wheel is probably being worked on. Because even in some cutscenes in this game, the Ferris wheel is red instead of purple. It kind of looks blue there to me instead of purple, although that might just be like a shading thing. So I wonder if, like, the bad collision on those gondolas, I think is the word for them. Gondolas, and, like, the fact that it makes a metal sound even though you're clearly walking on, like, fabric. I wonder if that's, like, a remnant of what it was supposed to look like in an earlier build anyways. Pineapple. Right, pineapple's over here. Pineapple is sort of kind of convenient. Ooh, I thought that was gonna hit me. After Pinna, I'm going to take a quick BRB to use the restroom. Also, the kind of house rule, I guess, with Yoshi. Refilling Yoshi juice is allowed, I guess. I know it's actually not relevant. There's never a point where you would need to refill Yoshi juice in the hardcore run. But since Yoshi does refill Flood, the sort of honor system is that to not use Flood once you get off Yoshi. I don't know why, like, both yesterday and today, I just didn't want to go for the speed movement here. I'm like giving myself a heart attack doing this. Thank the Lord I was prepared this time for dropping the spin put there. Oh. Okay. For some reason I'm just dropping the spin put there. That's how our run ended the other day, by the way, and I was a bit further into the run too, like quite a bit. Man. So yeah, we're gonna come out of Pinna with exactly 20 shines, which is kind of interesting. Oh wait, no, not exactly 20. We're gonna come out with 19 shines. I can't do basic arithmetic or math or whatever. Wow. I feel like I should have done more damage there than I did, but maybe not. Okay, so I am going to take a quick BRB. I'll get it on screen and stuff. Enable preview, and I'm just gonna change the starting stream text to say BRB. And I will be right back. All right, I am back. Sorry, that was my Windows. I'm just like putting it back to stream starting soon for myself. Man, I'm actually very caught up about this like audio issue. Hold on, you guys might lose audio again for a second. Gonna try something else. Okay, let's see. If audio is coming through, I think it's better. Question mark. I don't know if it's a Bluetooth thing or what. Okay. We're done with Pinna. We are one shine away from doing Gnocchi. However, what I'm just gonna do here is don't wait for my light. going to go into Serena, and even though we are one shine away from Noki, I am actually just going to do Serena 1 through 4. Actually, yeah, Serena 1 through 4. King Boo risks taking damage, but I have the stars. I was talking about this earlier. I have the stars glitch now. Also, I don't count that as using water after getting off Yoshi. It's the flourish. It would be lame to end a run of hardcore because of that. Now, if that wasn't in the plaza, maybe I actually would think differently, but like, yeah. Okay. Doing Manta this late into the run feels actually kind of weird now. Okay, now I'm gonna start backing off because I feel claustrophobic. Goal here is to not waste too much water. So spin sprays are off the table because while they're very effective at quickly splitting, they do waste a lot of water, and refilling is not an option. Unless I want to fail the run. So it's not an option. And I'm kind of just coming back to the beach. I like, in hardcore, I like bringing them to the beach because I only have to worry mostly about 180 degrees instead of 360. To be careful with going with the Viking. I think we're the last. Yeah, okay. Now we're in the final phase. Final phase is all about embracing the danger, really. I've found with hardcore, getting yourself into a pocket in the middle of them, and doing stuff like walking in circles and Spring Flood while in the middle of all of them, or the Sprinkler Spray, as I like to call it. It's technically like a Sprinkler Spray, but like, it's awful. It's an awful move for that move. Which is the spin, like, the weird spin move I'm doing right now. By the way, the Sprinkler Spray. Very effective, this is. I still actually, it didn't look like I was at much risk of running out of water there, but there actually is a lot more risk than you might be tempted to think by watching that. I think I was very conservative with it in the first phase of the fight, which I think the first phase is before they turn purple and they're all small. And the second phase is the last phase. Sometimes I am not very smart with my water usage in that phase of the fight. Come on, grab the shine. Okay, so technically we could go to Noki right now, and that honestly is usually the smart thing to do. However, I don't see much risk of taking damage in Serena 2, 3, or 4. And I see Serena 2 and 4 as huge, like, run fail risks. And getting them done before Noki will feel a lot better to me, personally, so I'm just going to do it now. King Boo, on the other hand, is a pretty big damage risk. You don't just try to get into stuff. Actually, I'm going to let my dog out my room. But yeah, as I was saying, I view... Oh, that's my mug. Okay. I view Serena 1 and 4 as... Or no, 2 and 4 as huge risks of just flat out failing the run because they're secret stages and also hard secret stages at that, especially Sorna too. So I would rather get these out of the way before Eel. Eel, especially with only 1 HP, I don't see is actually that much of an issue. Only 1 HP lost, that is. Obviously, I have more than 1 HP here. Yeah, okay. And then once I get up top here, I'm going to stop doing speedrun strats. Because this is like the riskiest part of the level. If I take my time, I will be good here. Like so. And then over here, usually in the speedrun, you just dive, roll out, and land onto the gear there. You can actually take damage doing that, depending on where you land and how long you press the A button with your rollout. So I'm just going to slide down the wall here to be safe. Completely avoid the fall damage. The gear here is very scary. Just going to really use Mario's Shadow here to line myself up with where I'm landing. And there we go. That is Sorna 2 done. Quite possibly one of the riskiest levels. I, at this point, would almost want to go to Rico 4 before doing Eel. And maybe I might, with only 1 HP gone. It's interesting. In my head, Eel is, like, becoming less about getting to it as fast as possible, and more about getting to it at the smartest time, because a run post-Eel feels like a really good run to me, right? And that's when the pressure really starts to build inside me personally. So maybe I strategically taking advantage of that feeling, I don't go immediately to Eel, and I go take care of some more stressful levels, such as Rico 4. Sorry, I kind of lost what level I was in. Really, that doesn't clip. Really, that also doesn't clip. Interesting. Excuse me. Anyone who's just joining, you're gonna hear me coughing a bit. I'm not really sick anymore. I'm recovering from COVID though, so sorry about the coughing. I'm trying to do it away from the mic as much as possible. Sometimes I kind of forget to do that. I have a limiter on the mic anyways, so it shouldn't ever, like, be overwhelmingly loud, but still. Shrine of 4, as a secret, doing it casually, it actually isn't that hard. The speedrun strat, I hate doing the speedrun for Shrine of 4. It feels like it's just on the bridge of being like kind of janky, like the strats for Shrine of 4. Especially the beginning. The beginning is janky. Okay. That's why I hover there. Okay. I sometimes hover there, and I always ask myself, why do I hover there? Now I know why I hover there. Not gonna do speedrun strats. I was tempted, but I drop that spin put so often, it's like actually throwing if I were to go for it. The more I think about it, the more super jumps in Pseudo Regalia are exactly like spin jumps in Super Mario Sunshine, like as a trick. Oh, I almost quit out of the level right there. And honestly, I think I should have. But I thought if I was going to start sliding, I would be able to react in time. The entire run just flashed before my eyes. It's actually a fire concept. A run is about to end, the entire run flashes before my eyes. Okay, so yeah, now is officially when I'm going to say I actually do have a complete mental shift about Noki. It's no longer about getting to Noki as fast as possible, it's more about getting to Noki when it makes most sense for a run. And right now with 1 point of damage, it doesn't make sense. And it's all a mental thing, to be clear. Objectively, it probably makes sense to go to Noki right now. But mentally, because like I said, post Noki runs feel like hot to me. They feel like, okay, this is a real attempt. Or post eel, I should say, actually. So I'm gonna kind of take advantage of that feeling. And get through at least Rico 4. I have to think about it. I think I do Rico 4 and then leave. And then do Gelato 1. I'm not gonna go for Screamless or anything like that here. I actually almost did. Excuse me, I gotta wipe my nose. Pretty sure that's unrelated to recently having COVID. I don't really know. Like I'm just having allergies. Or maybe my body's still like expelling the virus or whatever. Oh, my camera froze again. And that's actually so annoying. Hold on, I'll fix that. Sorry, attempting to fix it right now. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna like barely see my full screen. I'm gonna turn up the brightness so that if this happens again, I can easily fix it. I'm gonna turn up the brightness on my phone though. Oh, okay, I'm back. And my mug is like keeps like weirding me out. I'm not used to that noise as I walk around my room. Honestly, what I was talking about is kind of irrelevant. Doesn't really matter. I don't need to finish that train of thought. Okay, so here in Rico 2, I don't go for the speedrun strat because 9 times out of 10 when you do the speedrun strat, you take damage going into the loading zone. So I'm just gonna get onto the surf blooper and go over there. One thing to know about surf bloopers, if you hold your control stick in neutral when you run into a wall, you actually don't die. So I'm gonna take advantage of that. And then we can do the speedrun strat here in the actual, like, race itself. Well, speedrun strat is a term I use loosely here. Very loosely, apparently. Very, very loosely. I definitely hit the flag here at least, the checkpoint. Man, I go way too shallow there. Alright. Then we're gonna do Rico 3. There's like virtually no risk in Rico 3. There's a little bit. If I mess up the jump to get under the cage, there's a little bit of a risk. But overall, not really a lot of risk. One thing I think I haven't considered about my whole like shtick of now saving Noki strategically to take advantage of how anxious I feel about the run, therefore my performance, because my performance can get kind of worse when I'm like getting all like nervous and stuff about it. That might make Noki 6 feel even worse. I'd say Noki 6 is... Man, I need to relearn that. I'd say Noki 6 is, interesting. Anyways, I'd say Noki 6, I'll finally finish the sentence. I just interpreted it again, how ironic. I would actually say that Noki 6 is the most stressful level in hardcore, aside from Corona Mountain itself. I'm feeling good about this run so far. I still have Rico 4 to do. What other secrets do I have left? I have Rico 4, Gelato 1. I'll count Sandbird into this pool of like secrets. And Noki 6. I think I'm gonna get Sandbird out of the way as well then. Which means I'm gonna do GBS, but for a sequence break, I'm gonna come back and finish all of Gelato after GBS. So it's not a major skip in my book, it is a sequence break. Whew. Actually, I'm starting to feel the pressure of this run. Okay, well, that's fine. Speed isn't an issue in this level. Speed, however, is an issue in, once I get into the secret. So I'm gonna mentally prepare real quick. Get a sip of water. It matters before the cog section. Oh. Okay. Okay. Careful of the collision there. Green pegs have really deceiving collision. They're like skewed. Okay. Rico 4 over with. That's actually a huge confidence booster to me, that I can like just say, okay, I'm gonna hone in now, and actually like hone in and do the strat there. Because after yesterday, I'm feeling super unconfident about like that secret. Like after dropping a spin put. Okay, I'm considering doing Rico 5 and 6 and then therefore 7. Rico 5 risks taking damage. I can still take another point of damage. However, Noki 1 also risks taking a point of damage. I'm going to assume in Noki, I'm going to take at least 1 point of damage before Eel. 5 hit points is plenty for Eel. 4 is like when it starts to get kind of uncomfortable. Although honestly, 1 less is enough for it to get like... where I can't do the speedrun strats. Like all the way through. Maybe I can. It depends, I guess. That's some awful movement. Carbo. Okay, I need to be careful about the bloopers over here. Just wanted to wait before water sliding to make sure they were both taken care of. That's sick. I can't believe I got hit there. Like, how are you supposed to dodge that? Guess Mario didn't want to grab there. Okay. Okay. I think moving forward, what I need to stop doing is Spring Cooper Blooper. For hardcore specifically, speedruns, it's faster to do this, but I need to stop Spring Cooper Blooper as I approach him. Or I need to know exactly where I need to stand to avoid taking damage there. Because it's when he does... but I don't know Cooper Blooper's gender. But, you know, I'll keep calling him. I don't care. He's a fictional character. When he does, like, the air attack with his tentacles, that is when it's incredibly hard to dodge. It's very unpredictable. I don't have a good feeling for, like, where he actually, where his tentacles actually go. Which is why I got hit there. I, like, kind of saw it coming, though. I think I could have dodged it. But I think in my mind, I was like, I'm probably fine standing here. But I wasn't. Okay, I've got to make sure I don't accidentally kill this here. Which means I do it like this. Actually, probably faster to use that. Okay, yeah, so we're doing this blooper list because I don't want to risk accidentally killing myself on a blooper. Timer technically isn't an issue here. There is a slight bug with hardcore that I'm just keeping as a feature, where with the system that makes it so I can't refill flood in water, it makes it so I can't spray flood. So that's why I'm not using the hover nozzle here, even though it would be faster while swimming. Like right there, especially. Timer will go red when I'm starting to run out, but I'll be fine on time. So. Don't worry about that. I know it's kind of frustrating to not be able to see it though. For the record, I can't see it either, because that's where my chat is. But yeah, see, the timer didn't even turn red. I had like 40 seconds left. We can actually see. Here, we'll check. Yeah, I had like 40 seconds left. Okay. It's actually kind of crazy I was able to deduce that. I have 40 seconds left still. Okay. So, now we're gonna just finish out Rico. No risk of taking damage in this Rico as long as I do like the slow speedrun strat. Like the slow speedrun strat is pretty much a guarantee if you do it right. It's just lining up with Shadow Mario, walking forward. When Shadow Mario jumps, you start spraying. The only thing that's like kind of scary about the strat is it looks like you're gonna run into him and therefore take damage, but that doesn't happen with this strat. Okay. Rico is finished with. That actually feels really good to me, having Rico done. Okay, so I'm gonna do Gelato 1 and then Gelato 4. Which means I'm also gonna do GPS. Again, it's a sequence break, not an actual skip, so I'm not breaking the rules here. I plan on going back through Gelato. And I'll finish with Shadow Mario in Gelato. I don't like it. I don't know your patterns. And then after we do Gelato 1 and 4, that is when I will now go do Noki Bay. I don't see any risk. Okay, there's actually a slight amount of risk taking damage here in Gelato, but in Gelato 1 specifically, and also doing GBS, you can technically take damage if you kind of mess it up on the blender. I don't know the optimal strats. Should be safe just standing here. Okay. I'm just gonna play this secret slow. Even though I actually do know the speedrun strats for this secret, funnily enough, it's for bingo mostly. I'll also just practice it even when I'm practicing specifically for 80%. I'll run through all the secrets, and since this is one of the secrets, I just do it. However, I don't have a lot of experience with this secret during an actual like attempt. So speedrun or challenge run attempt like this one. So which I view as an important aspect to getting good at a secret. Also, wow. Green screen just isn't good today. I feel like... Oh, it actually definitely is a lighting thing. Yeah, that made it, like, way better. Well, I guess over here it's still kind of bad. That actually has me considering moving my lights around. Because it's like this part of my green screen is like darker, and that's why the color is bad here. Curious. Yeah, while on the surface of water, I'm counting that as legal. Honestly could go either way, but to me, it's like a technicality. So like this, because like it's not refilling flood technically, but it's mostly to. Also, I'm doing GBS in episode 2. That's funny. Also had a completely bad angle there, which is why I didn't throw the coconut. It's mostly just to, because with Hardcore 1.0, I was on a really good run attempt. My final attempt was a really good run attempt, and it failed because in 1.0 you couldn't, the mod didn't reinforce refilling flood, like you just had to avoid pressing R while in water. And I like kind of like glitched into water, like I kind of basically teleported into water, and it really was a lame way. Wow, that was an awful spin jump. It was a really lame way to have to end hardcore, so rules like that, I'm not counting. That's gonna go into the water. Yeah. So I'm like slightly distracted, and also like, I don't know, today I'm having a hard time concentrating on the game as much as I would like to. Although that said, this is like probably one of my best attempts so far. Oh, you're in the way now. Okay. How about I don't go for speedrun strats when I don't need to? I'll throw it way later. That actually would have been really good for a speedrun. What is wrong with me right now? I'm, like, messing up the simple part. I'm facing the wrong way? Wait, why can't I? Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. Let me make sure my camera is correctly centered. Okay, well, I at least can do the actual GBS part of GBS first try. Yeah. So yeah, it's technically allowed. Um. Yeah. As long as you have a full meter, and then, um. There's a bug with the mod where you can't refill flood. Once you've used up a little bit of water. That's actually not intended, or you can't even spray flood, not even refill, but you can't even spray. So. Yeah. Yeah, I could have done that, yeah, but I had already used water, so I couldn't even spray flood. Do I? I guess I do Piantissimo here. Just to get the rocket nozzle. I don't know if the rocket nozzle is unlocked in episode 4. That's actually a really funny gap in my knowledge. Because the only reason I know the rocket nozzle is available here in Piantissimo is because of 96 Shines. And having watched 96 Shines back when I did Hardcore 1.0 to get some ideas for routing. But... okay, that's not refilling flood because I didn't use any. Okay. And he's... wow, he's really slow. That's like impressively slow. And also, I don't actually... so that could be like an optimization with doing blooper lists with Rico 6. To think about that. It could be an optimization to like not use flood until I'm already in the water. Actually, let me test something. So I don't know if you'll end up using water out of your tank if you're doing like the fast like swim method. Okay, well I'll just use water. It's so deeply ingrained in my muscle memory. I'll do this in gelato then. I'm doing Sandbird anyways. Actually I'm not gonna test this in gelato because I want to grab the rocket nozzle. I'll test this after I do Sandbird. Because like the fast way of swimming is to use hover a little bit, then jump dive. I don't think that would... I think I actually could keep doing that as long as I don't use water beforehand. That's like an interesting like optimization. Not that this is a speedrun, but I still kind of like to treat it like a speedrun when I can. Also, a hardcore speedrun category would actually be crazy. I would have to make the rules so much more clear though. Okay, this is the spooky part. Oops. I should not be using L to center my camera. Okay, and then we rocket storage. I think my rocket storage might have gotten canceled there. Okay, no, it didn't. I'm going... it didn't get canceled. I thought the cloud might have canceled it because it, like, pushed me. I didn't think that's how that interaction actually works, but I wanted to be safe. So we're all the way up here now. I'm gonna hit the fast forward button. And then I'm gonna come out of YCam so I can get some momentum to work with in YCam. That's a little neat thing about YCam is when you're in YCam, you slowly lose momentum, and you have to leave YCam to get your momentum back. Just a neat little interaction. It's just the funniest way to complete Sandbird. 6 rocket storages when only 2 is necessary. Although I go for 3 here because it's safer with rockets and such. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's unintended webcam movement, although it might not be. I don't know. But it's a big reason of why I love this game so much. Like, it adds so much depth to the movement of the game that you can control Mario with webcam. Excuse me. Actually, Odyssey is kind of similar. I don't think you can really control the diving direction. Maybe you can. I don't think you can though. But you can turn midair. Being able to turn midair is like. I forgot to test the thing again. Being able to turn midair is like was a I think strictly Sunshine thing until Odyssey. Actually, the 3D games. By 3D, I mean like the 3D Land and World. I think you can turn midair. At least World, I think you can. That might not be true. I don't know. I don't know enough about those games, I guess. It's a miracle I didn't just take damage there. Oh, well, never mind. How am I sliding? What? Need to watch out. There is not goop there. Okay. Well, I did say I was expecting to take damage in Noki's, and I was thinking specifically about that. Getting hit by one of like the goop cycles. Okay, 3 damage down doesn't feel great to me. For Eel, it's definitely doable. I just don't like being 3 damage down with as much run left as there is. However, with actually, funnily enough, I've actually gotten most of the damage risk levels out of the way. The Still King Boo. Serena 6 technically is a damage risk level. As long as I kind of concentrate, it won't be. Noki is damage risk. Noki 2 is damage risk, just because of accidentally falling into the water is the thing that I can foresee myself doing. Yeah, it's definitely toned down versus webcam movement in Odyssey. Okay, yeah, so I'm doing the jump movement there because in here too apparently. Because I don't want to fall into the poison tooth water or whatever. That is the lore, right? Yeah, that is the lore. Noki Bay's water is poisoned by the eel's bad teeth. And then I do the chump hover here. Even though I'm so confident that I don't need to hover, like, I feel very confident about not having to hover there. Okay, and then there's no more risk of taking damage before Noki 4. Well, okay, technically there is. If I severely mess up the movement entering the eel, I can technically fall into the dirty water and take like 2 points of damage or something, so I shouldn't say anything, but I think it's impossible to take actual HP damage here in Noki 3. I'm just gonna fast forward through this stuff. And yeah, in like 1.0, I used to do this hoverless. That's actually another reason too why I kind of now allow being able to spray when your tank is already full. Because eel, your tank is already full, and it's impossible to get through eel without it. So it kind of just makes it more consistent with eel. Like, in 1.0, I used to do this level hoverless. To avoid using flood, but it's like, I don't know, I don't think it particularly makes the run any more fun or interesting to do that. Actually, it just makes it longer and more frustrating. Not that hardcore is about not being a long and frustrating run. However, okay, wow, okay, so what? I have the rest of Noki, the rest of Serena, which is like 3 levels, one of them really short, and then the rest of Gelato, which is like 4 more shines. 3 more. Yeah, 4 more shines. Yes, I did the speedrun movement here, I'm just not gonna do it. Well, I went for the speedrun movement, which is why I'm not gonna do it today, because luckily yesterday I failed like a part of the speedrun movement that's inconsequential. But if I failed the speed movement in a more consequential way, I would have taken like a bunch of damage. Okay, here's like one of the most pivotal parts of the run. I'm gonna lean in, so I'm gonna get like kind of cut off here. It's funny, there's like a halo on my hair. Excuse me. My goal here is just to clean all the non-cavity first, as usual, but then I'm gonna leave. Okay, and I'm gonna go get some HP, or air points, that is. And then I don't care that if the eel goes back beneath, or back down, right here. Usually in a speedrun, by doing some animation manipulation stuff, you can keep the eel from going back down, right, like it is right now. But I'm not concerned about that at all here. Fun fact, collecting a coin resets the timer on losing air, so... If I collect a coin right before leaving, I am using optimal strategy for survivability. And then, because I can accidentally hit the like cutscene skip here, and the cutscene skip does some weird things with Mario's air. If I'm at 1 HP going to the cutscene skip, I will just die. Didn't hit the cutscene skip, which is fine. I wasn't going for it, but you can accidentally hit it. So I just wanted to make sure I was safe on air there. Now the most troublesome part about this is after shine cutscenes you can't see your air meter anymore, but we're good. We're at 5 right now. You can just count it. 4 now. A good point of damage as I was coughing. Yeah. So. We're done with Eel. Okay. That leaves 3 more levels in Serena. The next one, there's just a piece of cake level, Piantissimo. Noki 6, of course, is the Shell Secret, which has a lot of risk of flat out dying, therefore ending the run. So that's something we want to sort of avoid, obviously. And then, episode 7, of course, Shadow Mario. Not really any risk of taking damage there, I don't think. Even if I don't get the speed strats with Shadow Mario. What time did I get? 1598. I always forget where you're supposed to stand here. It's like something like this. There's like a thing. When Piantissimo talks to you, if you're in Y-cam, facing a certain way, standing at a specific spots facing a certain way, you'll be like facing the shine. I wasn't facing the shine there, so... I was under the impression that it there's not necessarily a correlation with where you're facing with YCam, or not that there's not a correlation, but that where you're facing with YCam isn't necessarily where you'll be facing after talking to PNT Smoke, but it kind of felt like that was the case right there. I was just facing where I was facing. So I wonder if I got the wrong read on that. Anyways, the Shell Secret. There actually is risk of taking damage in Shell Secret. Oh. I'm gonna do it the chump way. I'm not gonna risk taking damage here. I'm gonna do it the way I used to do Noki 6 for like the first, you know, however long I speedran this game. Which is... I don't know why I'm doing like... not a simple chump movement, but this is like crazy. And then you want to jump over here. Oops. Nice. I call it chump movement, but you know. I don't want to put any pressure onto anybody to feel like they're bad at the game if they go for, you know, slower movement strats or stuff like that. Or to feel bad about that. Not that I think anybody necessarily was, but you know. I'm going for a side flip here, by the way. Okay. And then... oh, wow, okay. I have to wait until this thing is done inserting itself. There's like some weird rules with when you can go for the side flip there. That wasn't a wall jump. Interesting. Okay, we're past like the part that makes me the most nervous, minus the very ending. Also, this platform is kind of nerve-wracking as well. Okay. This platform isn't that nerve-wracking as long as I don't dive. That is why it's nerve-wracking, because it can eat your spin jump. You heard Mario make the spin jump noise? Okay, that is why it's nerve-wracking. And usually what I would do there in Hardcore 1.0, wow, this actually just brought closure there because I didn't really know what the issue was there, but now I know. The issue there is that my spin jump gets eaten. And I was going for spin jump dives, just immediately pressing the B button. So then I dive, and then if you bonk on the platform, like the shine platform, while you're on like the spinny platform that's before the shine platform, there's a really weird like soft lock-esque thing that happens to Mario where you can't recover it. You can't like dive, you can't go into YCam. You're stuck like just falling. And that just brought so much closure to that whole thing for me. Okay, well. I think you're at like 1 HP, yeah. Okay. Noki is over with. That's minus Quarter Mountain and Bowser. That's all the levels that risk flat out dying out of the way, I think. Wow, that's actually huge. As long as I can keep my cool here, I need to stop putting my hands up here because it like just makes the green screen look awful. If I can keep my cool here, then I don't need to go back into Noki. If I can keep my cool here, then I can definitely at least get an attempt on Corona Mountain, which, dear lord. The fact that that's a sentence I'm even saying. Okay, I guess I want to do Serena before Gelato. Gelato is kind of easygoing. For the most part. Wiggler risks taking damage in some weird ways, but I'm not too worried about it. Episode 2 actually is more of a risk than Wiggler is. terms of taking damage. And now I still want to take as less damage as I possibly can. I need at least 2 hit points going into Corona Mountain. For reasons, I guess I'll explain when I get there. If I get there. But having more is so preferential. It makes it so much easier if I have more hit points. Excuse me. Okay. Please no bubbles. Do the roulette take us speed up as this fight goes on? They just felt so slow to me right there. They do! I didn't know that. Oh wow. Okay, nice. No extra cycles so far. And the extra cycles aren't a concern because of speed, they're a concern. Okay, I thought I didn't hit him there for a second. You can like hit King Boo but miss the tongue. But extra cycles are a concern just because I really don't want to get bubbles. Bubbles are really annoying to deal with. I did get bubbles. As long as I don't get an extra cycle. Wow, I can't believe I took damage there. You only can do 1 pepper at a time. Oops. I completely missed that. I can't believe I took damage there. I felt like I was not close to those guys at all. I think I'm actually not on the Shine. Yeah. Well, I might be. The game like despawns all the fruit after you deal a point of damage. So you have to keep like rolling it. 4 HP is... I don't know, I'm not very cool with 4 HP right now. Oh. Man. This run has been intense. Or crazy, not intense. Okay, as long as I'm kind of careful, I should be fine. No spam spraying here because we need to really conserve water. I think it's actually faster to do something like this. I need to be careful to not just be holding forward though. Because of spots like that. Took damage yesterday being kind of too easygoing in this level. Not being careful enough about where the goop is. Luckily, Invisible Goop is like less of a problem on the US version of the game than it is in the Japanese. I don't know if that's because like there actually is like got like semi-fixed. I think it actually really has to do more with the fact that this level is easier on non-Japanese versions of the game. You have to clean up less, so Invisible Goop is less of an issue. Wow, that's actually... For some reason, in Hardcore 1.0, I felt like using barrels wasn't that fast. Or at least I have the impression that I thought that. So we're chilling on time, I think. I can't see the timer. Start sketching, I think. Okay. I hate doing that level because I can't see the timer. My current setup. 43 seconds, okay. I had nothing to worry about. For some reason I thought it was more like 23 seconds. Okay. Of course, there's Shadow Mario to do here, but Shadow Mario isn't a risk, I don't think, at all. However, I have been known to screw up Shadow Mario here and have to go onto the second floor. And going onto the second floor is where actual risk of taking damage takes place for this level. But as long as I get him down before the first, or before he goes on the stairs, or the second floor, I mean, I should be good. My rollout got eaten. That's crazy, man. Okay. Should be good. Nice. Dude, I don't get this. Does that sound usually play? When you beat Shadow Mario? YouTube chat, like, covers people's messages the way it is. Okay, there we go. Yes, very true. Shadow Mario is very awesome. Very cool concept that I wish they followed up on a bit more. Okay, we only have a few levels in Gelato left to do. Gelato 2, 3, already did 4. Already did 5? Yeah. Then Gelato 6, and Gelato 7. A lot of very easy levels. I was hoping I was thinking I might take a bit of damage there, but I'm being a bit too scared of the game right now, I think. I just have to make sure I do Shadow Mario last year, because otherwise it would be a major skip. Because I wouldn't have a chance to get back to Gelato. I technically actually would, but yeah. True. We're gonna fast forward here. Oops, I don't have Dolphin selected. Oh, that got weird. Okay. And I'm gonna use the rocket nozzle here because it's fun to do that. Okay, I'm gonna actually be careful for, like, the glitch that happened to me a couple days ago where one of these guys landed back on the mirror and, like, on top of it. And I took damage because of that. So I'm just gonna kind of watch for that, I guess. I've never seen that before. That was so weird. I, for some reason, thought I had way more time to charge a rocket nozzle there. I feel like I should be intimately familiar with the timing with this because of Flora's Lava, but I guess I'm not. Ground pound there just to make sure I avoid taking fall damage. I don't think you can take fall damage with the rocket nozzle. How are you alive? Oh, I guess I don't actually know how the mechanics of the mirror work.
Mario.
Like, I don't know if it matters just being like across from them, or if it like, if you're ground pounding on a part of the mirror that's higher up, or what. Huh. You could see him in the reflection on the mirror. That's interesting. The red guy, the cat. No, they're not called cataclax. Plungingo? Is that what they're called? It's something weird. Oh, I'm going way towards the red guy. Okay. Honestly, that's the level I was most worried about taking damage on in all of Gelato. Gelato 3 is a close second, though. However, I do actually know, like, the speedrun strats for Wiggler, although I'm actually kind of rusty. I practiced them for hardcore when I was, for 2.0, after the first stream, and I was able to use them effectively in the third, or second stream, but then I got sick in between the second and third. Excuse me. He's so angry. Wait, I know somebody else who's angry. It's so cursed. Wiggler goes, ow. Listen when I ground pound him, he goes, ow. He goes, ow! Like that. Ow! I hate that. I actually hate that. If I mess up the tech here. Okay, good. I got the tech. It's very specific on when you start spraying that dude gun. For getting this last super hit. I'm like way behind the shine. Like that's like earlier than you normally can in Wiggler's cycle. Like flip him over, but for some reason, if you time it correctly, you can flip him over. Like, at that point in time, even though I don't really know how it works, to be honest. I don't know the technicals of it. I feel like my green screen is getting worse as the stream goes. Maybe it's just because my hair is getting less and less organized. Yeah, as long as I keep my hair like kind of over my shoulders like that, behind my ears. I used to not care too much. Oh wait, I've done like all of these. Okay, I used to not care too much about how my green screen looked, but I recently like came around on that. Oh hey, we can actually test. Can I keep spraying Flood? Ah, never mind. It's comical at this point. I'm gonna forget the red coin locations here. Yeah, okay, there is one here. I like wasn't seeing it, so I felt like I was wrong. Okay, I'll come back for that one, I guess. There's one over here though, right? Yeah. And there's one to the right for sure. And then, yeah. I would hate to play an actual speedrun category that requires you to play this level. Actually, Never mind. It's a lot more fun when you have the turbo muzzle. Okay, there we go. Yo, what's up, Gomi? We are on a very hot run for SMS Hardcore. We are like actually, no, after this shine, 1 shine away from doing Corona Mountain, which is the hardest level of the entire challenge run. And I could waste, if I mess up, I could waste 2 hours worth, or like 2.5 hours worth of this run. In case you don't know, SMS Hardcore challenge run I invented. Also, it's like kind of a mod. Yo, yeah, Mario Sunshine is very cool. Same, actually. It is my favorite game as well. Taking HP damage is permanent, and it lasts in between levels. Kind of like 64, except I can't pick up coins. If I do, it doesn't replenish health. I can't pick up 1-ups. That doesn't replenish health. I'm not allowed to fill up water if I can. That's like half reinforced. So, for instance, if I spray water and walk into water right here, I just can't fill up. I can't even spray. That's enforced by the mod. So I'm focusing on making sure not to take damage against Shadow Mario here, because if I get too cavalier about it, I might. So, yeah, I'm not allowed to voluntarily refill Flood. I can't refill in water like that, but if I were to go get the rocket nozzle, for instance, that would refill Flood, and that would be a run fail. Dying once means I need to restart the entire run. Dying or failing any of like the challenge criteria. And this is the last shine we have to do for Corona Mountain, the final level in the game, which is crazy hard in this challenge run. Because of the rocket nozzle at the end. Oh, wait, I'm missing a level. What level am I missing? Okay, I need to check. Bianco. Oh, I forgot I have Bianco still. Really? I didn't do Shadow Mario? I thought I remembered doing Shadow Mario. Okay, that's fine. Not an issue at all. There's no voluntary Flood refills, by the way. This Flood gets refilled in between stages. There's nothing I can do about that, even if I made it so Flood didn't refill in between stages. I forgot I had episode 6. I forgot I left episode 6. Oh, dear lord. I thought I did episode 6. I thought I got all the secrets out of the way. Secrets, because they're very easy to die in. They're very risky levels for this challenge run, and I ideally would not like to leave a secret as one of the last levels I have to do. I think I did episode 6 in the previous attempt, and I got that confused with this attempt. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna play it very slow here, except at the beginning. For the record, I'm allowed to pick up 1-ups, they just don't do anything. I'm not allowed to pick up 1-ups when I've used water, but obviously I don't have Flood here. Since 1-ups refill Flood, and that would be a fail. But I can pick up this 1-up, it doesn't do anything. Okay, so this is the point where I am going to play super carefully. I'm so nervous, oh my lord. Okay. This cube is no big deal. Let's pick up the 1-up. Doesn't matter, it doesn't increment my 1-ups. Okay. I'm gonna play it safe. I'm gonna wait for the red platform to get close to me. Let it flip and then I go onto it. If I drop a spin put here at all, it's just over. Okay, we're good. Wow. Hi, Visual Rising. What's up? I am right at the end of a Super Mario Sunshine hardcore attempt. I said this 5 minutes ago. Ironically, I thought I didn't have, I thought I already completed Bianco, but I am now for real only 1 shine away from going into Corona Mountain. Corona Mountain is by far the most intense part of this run. If you don't know what Sunshine Hardcore is, basically here are the rules. Damage is permanent and lasts in between levels, so you'll notice I'll load into this level with 4 health points missing. I'm not allowed to voluntarily refill Flood. Flood getting refilled in between stages is okay, but like going into this Sprinkler, for instance, would be a run fail. What else? Dying means I need to completely reset the run. I don't get any like 1-ups, no extra lives, nothing like that. So, okay, we're about to go to Corona Mountain, for real. Sorry, I'm like freaking out about this. This is the first real attempt I've gotten to go into Corona Mountain, even with Hardcore 1.0. I tried this challenge run originally 2 years ago. So this is the first attempt I'm going into Corona Mountain that I didn't fail before that. How old am I? 23. Okay. Excuse me. Yo, thank you. Oh, hey, I can finally test if this works. Yeah, okay. So I can, one, like, caveat with, like, spraying Flood is that I allow it, spraying Flood in water if Flood is already full, if that makes sense. Because you have to do that in Eel and stuff. And the point of this challenge run is to be beatable, not to, it's not like the Floor's Lava challenge I did, where it's like, yeah, anyway, sorry, I'm having a hard time focusing now. Okay. So, here's the deal with Corona Mountain. No Flood refills. In order to get to the end of Corona Mountain without refilling Flood, because remember, I have to pick up the rocket nozzle, which will refill Flood. In order to get to the end without refilling Flood, I can not use Flood. Now, you might be wondering, how is that even possible? Also, hi, Ivan. Sorry, I'm very flustered about this right now, about being in Corona Mountain. So you might be wondering how it's even possible to get to the end of Corona Mountain without using Flood. And we have to use a glitch that lets us swim in the lava. The glitch is very punishing if you mess it up, because you just die. The lava instant kills Mario. And I need to get over there to where that fish, I'm pointing at my screen, that doesn't make sense. That fish that's jumping, I need to get over there to get under the lava. So I need to get over there first, and then I'll explain the swim under lava tech. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now we're over here without using Flood. Pick up a 1-up there is fine, because I haven't used Flood. So what I need to do is time a dive perfectly so that I hit the fish right before I touch the surface of the lava. It does look very amazing. Part of that is because I'm using some like hacks, I guess, that up the resolution and such and make it widescreen. But yes, it does look like fantastic. Yeah, sorry, I keep anyways, I have to very carefully jump into the fish at the exact right timing, which will let me glitch under the lava. The only part of the lava that actually kills Mario is the very surface. But you can actually swim in the lava if you're under the surface. And I have to swim under the surface all the way to the end. But that brings up another question. Aren't you going to run out of air points? And yes, I would, normally. However, right as Mario takes damage, or like air damage, I guess, from like drowning, you have a small window to pop back up for air. Without being killed by the lava barrier. So every time you'll see me resurfacing, I have like half a second to like come up, get some air, go back down. Okay, I'm gonna do this now. I'm gonna get very quiet while I'm doing this, by the way, because this is just crazy intense. Okay, I'm under the lava successfully. This is gonna take a while. very nerve-wracking. Explosion gets weird over here. I almost died there. No! Oh. No. The weird collision thing against the pillar like weirded me out, and I messed up some timings because of it. Right at the end, man. That's what I was talking about. If I didn't time it perfectly coming up for air, I would die. That's like a 2.5 hour run. Now down the toilet, man. Okay. Um, one more rule with hardcore, by the way, is that I have 5 days to do it. Um, and then like I have to wait. It's kind of an arbitrary amount of time, like, but at least like a couple months before trying again. Um, Today was day 4, so tomorrow is my last day I get to try for a long time. So I feel good about making it to the end. I think I can do it again tomorrow. And I'm going to try again tomorrow. I'm streaming again tomorrow. So, oh man, that sucks. I thought I had it too, I could be honest. Once I get past like where the boat is, that's where is like the home stretch in my mind. Okay, well, that is unfortunately going to be the stream. Too bad it has to end like that. If it turns into a video though, that'll make it at least kind of entertaining that I got this close on my second to last day. Yeah, anyways, thank you everybody for stopping by. I appreciate everybody who watched, whether you chatted or not, whether you're a lurker, even if you're not here anymore, I still appreciate you, even though you can't hear me saying that. Excuse me, recovering from COVID, still have a bit of a cough. Yeah, tomorrow about 5 p.m. CST, I will be live again. Maybe even earlier than that. I might try for 4:30. Give me a little bit more extra time for a run. Man. Okay. Anyways, thanks everybody for stopping by again. And I will end stream now. Tomorrow's gonna be the day. I promise, tomorrow's gonna be the day.